this wide receiver that we had talked about as well, LB Bunkley-Shelton out of Arizona State. And obviously, by his statistics, he's been on the field and fairly productive.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark, Oklahoma's had a couple of visitors from a wide receiver position, and this is what we had talked about, where we felt that Oklahoma would go from a quarterback perspective, a wide receiver perspective, and then wouldn't be at all shocked at some point here. Haven't heard anything if they, from a rush in perspective on the defensive side of the ball. But when you look at that, Mark, yes, LV Bunkley-Shelton has a little bit of a little bit of playing time last year. 33 catches, 418 yards, 2 touchdowns in that Arizona State offense. So all indications said he had a really good visit. He's a little bit more of a kind of a scat back kind of type of wide receiver, 5'11", 195. And so somebody that would would work great in Lebby's offense. Lebby seems to have, in every one of his offenses, he seems to have a little bit of a different size kind of makeup, very much like you would on a basketball team, right? You have your point guard that's a little small and shifty, then you have your big man who's kind of tall and lanky and has long arms, and so you've got a couple of those guys that they've brought in. When you look at Marvin Mims and Drake Stoops, that are kind of more kind of scat back guys, and then you also got a guy, Jaden Gibson, who's a little bit taller, a little bit more lanky. So you look at that with him coming in, and then you also have Oklahoma just have hosted over the last few days JJ Hester. JJ Hester was a commit from local here in Booker T. Washington High School in Oklahoma, Tulsa area, committed to Missouri, and then he played sparingly, only 4 games, 12 catches, 225 yards, a pair of touchdowns for him as well. But just those 4 games, so he was able to kind of maintain that red shirt year. So he was on a visit, really, really close with Oklahoma commitment Gentry Williams. They've taken a couple of kind of pictures and social media stuff online. So we'll be interested to see if Oklahoma goes at, if they offer both of those kids, and if both of those come. Both, like I said, a little bit different from a body type perspective. When you look at JJ Hester, he's a little bit of that, more of that lanky guy, 6'3", 210, as opposed to the Shelton is the 5'11" guy. So, but both of those guys will bring much needed depth into that receiving core when you think about everybody that Oklahoma lost, and then Cody Jackson hitting the transfer portal as well.